Hello, friends. It's been a long time since we've been together. Many of you may not be aware that I've been battling COVID-19 for a couple of weeks, and I wanted to maybe give you a little report about what's been happening. It was Friday, November 6th, which would be about 16 days before this video is being produced, that I felt a little weird, felt some fatigue and some body aches. Even some little bit of sweats, figure I'll sleep it off. And I was doing okay through the weekend, and felt like I could preach at church. And as I was about to speak on the 8th, Sunday the 8th, I actually told the church I'm going to social distance just to be on the safe side. And so I did that. I didn't go near anybody and just preached my message and went right back into my office. There was lunch that day, but I stayed far, far away at the end of the fellowship hall. Then another day or two went by. It was Tuesday, November 10. Now I'm about 4 days into not feeling quite right. And I received a phone call from one of my members that she had tested positive for COVID-19. I had just seen them the Thursday before, which would be November 5. Now, I don't know if I got it from them, because I understand that it takes 3 to 5-6 days for this virus to incubate, and my symptoms kind of began maybe a day later, so I will never know. But that was just a blow. That was like a punch in the stomach when I found out that she was ill, and obviously I was concerned about her and her husband. So I went ahead and got tested on November 10th, which was Tuesday. And maybe it's a psychosomatic thing. When you find out someone you know had it, it's kind of downhill from there, and your mind takes over perhaps a little bit, and just started crashing, man. I'll tell you, my story is probably a little bit different than some of that you're hearing. I've heard different kinds of stories, but mine was a lot of fatigue, just wanted to stay in bed, didn't want to go anywhere. Body aches, I've never taken Tylenol arthritis, but I started taking it that week just to hang in there with the body aches. Fever would hit every once in a while. Then it would go away. Started developing a cough that became more severe the following week, and I lost my appetite. I even think my sense of taste and smell was a little bit off, but my appetite was just gone. I actually ended up losing about 10 pounds so far, and silver lining is I kind of like to keep it off for the holidays, but down about 10 pounds in the last 2 weeks. I had already taken the test that Tuesday when I found out my friend from church had been tested positive. So I waited my 3 to 5 days, and sure enough, my physician called me. God bless him. So kind of him to call me. It wasn't even his day to work. It was a weekend, and he wasn't even on call that day, but he wanted to make sure he called me. And my hats off to Dr. Travers for doing that. So I did test positive. I wasn't surprised by that. I would say the next several days, from Sunday the 15th through the Tuesday the 17th, was like Groundhog Day. Remember the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray? Every day was the same. Just wake up, same feeling, same symptoms. And I was taking stuff. For this, thanks to my dear friend Clorinda, who made some great suggestions. Vitamin C, vitamin D3. I read somewhere vitamin K2 was good, and I had already been taking that for my heart situation. So I hit the K2 as well. Zinc, quercetin, I added to my regimen, and elderberry. Was hitting all these things besides chicken soup and liquids, and lots of love from my dear wife. By the way, my daughter ended up being positive as well. Poor Sarah, and her symptoms were similar to mine, not exactly the same, but she was wiped out. And I was feeling pretty sorry for myself, like, oh, here I am, the 60-year-old man, just getting whipped by this COVID-19. Yeah, my 23-year-old daughter was really, really whipped, and my heart just went out to her. I would go upstairs. I would be downstairs in my little bunker, and every day I'd go up to visit her in her room, and we would just sit there for 10 minutes, just kind of look at each other and put our heads down, and finally I'd offer up a little prayer and tell her I love her, and I'd go back downstairs. That was each day. It was just so hard. It was so overwhelming. So every day for a few days, it was like Groundhog Day. Just not getting better, not getting better, but just got to stay the course, right? Finally, Wednesday the 18th, which would be about 12 days after my first symptoms, that's when it started to turn. The tide started to turn, and that was Wednesday the 18th, and today is November 22nd, and so I'm 16 days in on this COVID thing. I did have this little phrase. I'm going to probably write a song based on my experience. It's called "Slaying the Dragon." I just, to me, I see COVID-19 is coming from China, Communist Chinese Party, and whether they released it on purpose or they knew it was coming here, nothing against the Chinese, but the government I have a problem with, and I think we all should. And to me, I thought of the dragon, and I thought of the devil being the dragon in Revelation chapter 12 and the serpent in the book of Genesis. And I just had this phrase in my mind, to slay this dragon. So perhaps around Christmas time you'll hear the song "Slaying the Dragon." It was just this battle between me and Satan, and me and this virus. And of course we know Satan's behind all these things. And God never left me nor forsook me. And I want to read a verse to you before I close today. 3 John verse 2, it says, "Dear friend, I hope all is well with you, and that you are as healthy in body as you are strong in spirit." So my friend, I don't wish this virus on any of you. But the good news is over 99% of us will defeat this virus. And it appears that around 15 folks in my church will have had COVID. We're around 15, we think, right now. And by the grace of God, some of us are older than me, okay? My daughter, of course, is younger. By the way, my wife even picked it up, but thank God her symptoms were much more mellow. So we're grateful for that. But we all got hit here. But we're gonna beat this thing. We're gonna slay this dragon. And be careful, wash your hands, do what you need to do, distance socially as needed. But folks, we're going to face this dragon. We can run, but we can't hide. We got to take it head on. Again, be smart about it. Take your vitamins, eat your fruits and vegetables, get fresh air and sunshine and exercise. Do all those positive things for your immune system. But it may hit you. It may hit someone in your family. But don't despair. It's defeatable. Over 99% of us are defeating this virus, okay? And hopefully one day we'll have that herd immunity thing happen, where most of us have we have the antibodies in our blood system, and we're going to win. We're going to win. So may God bless each and every one of you. Be of good health. Have a safe and joyful Thanksgiving till we see each other again. Bye-bye.